So you can't quite see it, but we're camped out there about 2 miles out in the middle of that flat out there. So we came up into this stand. There's this kind of lonely stand of ponderosa pine trees up here that we came up into just to harvest some wood, because out in the flat where we're camped, we've got nothing but sagebrush. And that's one of the things about this desert country, is you got to kind of know where the resources are at to be comfortable out here. So I'll show you guys kind of what this stand of pine trees looks like out here, but it's really unique. It's out in the middle of this huge open basin, and they're a long ways away from any other pine trees or really any other kind of trees at all. And they're just in these old prehistoric sand dunes out here, and it's kind of a cool little phenomenon. Well, we've taken a pretty good dent out of this tree with our soaky saws. There's about 4 or 5 bed frames around here, an old stove, and I can't tell because the snow's covering the ground, but I think this might have been the site of an old homestead, or this used to be a pretty large military training area. So I marked this on my GPS so I can come back here when the snow's gone, and I might even bring my metal detector and check around here and see if I can figure out what was going on at this site. And there's the old truck bed, back behind it old stove, bed frame over tangled up in that stump, another bed frame out there, and then 2 more bed frames just a little further out there. So there was something fairly significant here. I'm going to do this the white man way. Well, we just got back to camp, got our fire started, and we've got a little bit of a storm coming in. But man, I know the camera won't do it justice, but it's just absolutely gorgeous out here. Primal Outdoors has his Kodiak tent over there. The fire's up right underneath that rim rock. I've got my CVT tent, and we're just kind of sitting here in this gateway of those 2 little rim rocks, and it looks like the storm's going to pass pretty quickly. For the most part, it's staying to the north of us. So we're just going to get ready to have some dinner and enjoy our evening. So it's an hour or 2 after dark. We got the fire going and we're cooking some dinner. We've got some ground goat, some potatoes we sliced up, basted with some butter, threw some seasoning salt on them. So we're just going to sit down, enjoy a little bit of dinner, and start telling stories by the campfire like we always do. Well, we just got up, and it's an awesome crisp morning. I slept great last night. My Wiggy 0 degree bag is just proven to be, time and time again, one of the best pieces of kit I have, and the rooftop tent just makes it so easy to set up my camp and everything. It's literally a 5-minute process. So I just took a little walk out from camp, and as I was coming back, I stopped on the crest of this little sand dune. We're on these are old sand dunes, but in this area out here, there's these sand dunes that have become partially overgrown with sagebrush. So from here, I've got a really nice, beautiful panorama of the camp, and it's just gorgeous around here. This country is so wide open and vast, and it's just beautiful, and the sun's coming up, and the frost is on the sagebrush, and absolutely couldn't ask for a better place in the world to spend a morning.
Hey Casey, how do you want your bacon done?
I like it crispy.
Okay.